So I want to talk about this for a while because we have a lot of dumb fucks on the internet who don't understand this. And that is admitting to something that you did wrong without having the intention to provide proof. Midnight Society made a tweet statement. Now, if you don't know who Midnight Society is, according to their websites, they are a new kind of an AAA game studio and publishing model over a decade in the making. And they have a brilliant reason as to why they are disassociating from Guy Beahm, who's well known as DrDisrespect, who, by the way, is the co-founder of Midnight Society. On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our own co-founders, Guy Beahm, aka DrDisrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking the parties involved. And in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we need to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beahm immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our community of players. And, some people didn't really like that at all. So they bitched about it on Twitter. As you can see here, they all complained about evidence. They all want to know why Midnight Society did not bring up the evidence along with their statement. Well, at least one person actually understood the private investigation assignment. And that's also where Ninja comes in, because Tyler Ninja Blevins wanted to give his take as to why Midnight Society had to terminate their relationship with DrDisrespect.
I just want to touch on some things lately, guys. Obviously, there's been a lot of drama that's been going on, not involving me, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And I just got two things to say, and then we're just gonna move on and keep playing Fortnite. All right, number one, anything involving a minor at all, no matter what it is not okay. It's messed up, and it's illegal, and it's pretty simple. So especially if you, all right, I'm not gonna get too much into detail about that, but come on, it's a no-brainer, right? That's number one. And number two, with the whole doc situation and just what's been released these last 2 days, here's what I'll point out for now, and that is, if you guys don't know, Midnight Society, which is the game that Doc helped build, right, and create, and he was a part of the company, did their own investigative research behind the scenes, right, and found enough evidence to let him go from the company, right? Not administrative leave, not we'll address this later. Let him go after doing their own research, right? And after doing their own internal investigation behind the scenes. So, if that's not enough, right, evidence or enough to, they found something, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, now let's I've seen a bunch of clips out there. I've seen a bunch of stuff from XQC, who said apparently there's more stuff coming out. So until then, it's only been 2 days into the situation. So let's just wait until we see more. But that's all I have to say. Yeah, saying I didn't do anything illegal or there was no wrongdoing. I mean, a lawsuit at the end of the day, not a lawsuit, but a settlement, right? Because there's talks about a settlement. A settlement, no matter what it looks like publicly, it usually means someone did something, right? Or there was some truth to enough truth, right? You settle to cover things up. You settle to not let things get out there. All right, so just do your own research, look stuff up, and let's just keep on waiting for some more stuff. More evidence moving on in the future. But Done with the drama. I didn't even want to talk about this because I hate stuff like this. But, you know, as being in the community, like a leader of the community, and same with the doc being leader of the community, like I had to touch on it. That's my 2 cents. Don't fucking text minors or do any of that shit. It shouldn't be that difficult. Just be a good person, man, and be a leader in the community. And that's it.
And that's why the people who were fucking blaming Midnight Society need to focus on. Because they found evidence against Dr. Disrespect, who he himself admitted to. And I already made a YouTube video talking about Dr. Disrespect's entire statement of his admission to inappropriately messaging a minor. That was the important part of all this. That's why Midnight Society's ex-co-founder himself said that we made a painful decision collectively to have me step down. And that's all there is to it. Dr. Disrespect was removed from Midnight Society. When there is a behind-the-scenes investigation going on at one company that has that one person who did something bad, and they tell you that they found something in private, believe them right away. Because no amount of threats or demands that you're gonna give out on your tweets on Twitter towards Midnight Society is gonna make them reveal evidence that they investigated privately. And as much as I hate that there had to be a private investigation to not see the evidence, there's no need for that now. Because all you can have is that Dr. Disrespect admitted to it. And that's all the evidence you actually need to believe it. Bottom line, if the accused admitted to something that they did wrong, which Dr. Disrespect has, then direct your attention only towards the accused person and call them out for their shitty behavior. Not a video game studio that did their investigation in private. Because the more you're gonna defend Dr. Disrespect for his shitty behavior, the more you're gonna be part of the problem.